Fellas, let's talk about the idea of you being a receiver, that the mind itself is able to receive impressions, good or what you would perceive as bad. But I wanted to touch on a few things today, man. I was reading a book and it was just talking about being a receiver, the mind being a receiving station. And I wanted to touch on a few things about what we consume as men. Um, we consume food, obviously, but look at what the food that you're eating is doing to you. Let's get down to it. Look at yourself. And I've said this before. Look at yourself. What you're consuming food wise is contributing to this body that you either like, you dislike, or you just don't even give a damn. But that's not men on this channel. We move on. The food that you choose to put in your body, fruits, vegetables, honey buns, Skittles, soda. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, man, but be conscious of the food that you're putting in your mouth because it is adding to your whole being. It's affecting your brain. It's affecting your sexual organs. It's affecting your feet. It's affecting everything about you as a physical male, what you're consuming. I encourage y'all to make better choices when it comes to your food. All right? Another thing. Now, this might get a little touchy, but sometimes you need to be touched. All right? When you watch porn, yes, I said the word pornography, watching two other people have sex. That's what people are very fascinated with. When you watch porn, do you ever think what that does to your mind? On a personal note, I want to say I unfortunately got introduced to pornography at 13 years old. That's not good. As my cousin told me, she's a doctor, your frontal lobe is not even fully developed until you're like 26. And being introduced to pornography at 13 is not good. Not good. Now, I haven't watched porn in years, but I watched it for years. Years. And I'm being honest. Hopefully you can be honest with yourself. But that pornography, it allows you, it takes you into like a fantasy. First of all, y'all know women ain't like that. Ain't no female. Listen, you ain't bouncing up and down on me like that like you crazy. You weigh more than me and you jumping up and down. You crazy? Chill out. Slow down. Take it easy. It's sex. It's not combat. When you sit there and you sit in front of that computer screen, your phone or your laptop, and you're watching another male having sex with a female, first of all, that ain't sex. You're watching a male punish another female and you get excited about, listen, something's wrong with that. But the powers that be know that. They know that your mind is very powerful when it taps into like that sex part of you. And that's why they keep pumping it at you, and it's just messing you up. Now you afraid to talk to women, real life women walking around because you're used to a porn screen where you will never get rejected when you're looking at porn. You're scared to talk to a woman. A lot of men have erectile dysfunction because they're watching another man have sex and they're... Do you see the problem? Listen, cut that porn shit out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I had to get real with myself, and I worked on it for a long time. But by the grace of God, I kicked that habit, man. I'm done with that stuff. I'm done with it. All right? So like I said, be mindful of what you consume, what you're receiving food-wise. Be mindful about those eyes watching that pornography. Be mindful of that. And the last thing I want to touch on real quick, listen. Don't you ever let nobody speak over your life as a man. You are a man. God saw fit for you to be made male to develop into a man. I don't care if it's a female. I don't care if it's your mother, your father. Don't let nobody speak negatively over your life. Without getting personal, I had somebody actually speak something over to me. I looked at her like she was crazy. Who? My father don't speak to me like that. My mother don't speak to me like that. You definitely not going to speak negativity, downfall, the negative. You don't have the power to speak over to my life. I haven't given you that authority. As a man, you have the authority who speaks to you and what you receive. You can say whatever you want, but do not, I'm telling you fellas, do not allow people to speak negative about you, lack, none of that stuff, especially in your face. You a man. You tell your own prophecy. I prophesize over my own life. You prophesize over your life. Don't you ever let nobody speak down on you. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. Shut up. You don't have to say that out loud, but say it in your mind. This person has no idea who I am. I predict my own future. I'm a man. I predict my own. I prophesize to myself. I'm a man. Be mindful of what you consume food-wise. Be mindful of receiving that porn on that screen. Cut it out. And don't you ever let nobody speak to you crazy about who you are, your future, and where you're going. All right? Hopefully this helped. I love y'all. Till next time.